TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to jump. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to jump. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to jump. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics.
What it do, what it is. Happy Monday, bitches. This is rebellion. I think you know why. I think people are starting to fucking hate being misled. And they're starting to catch wind of why it's happening out there. So we did talk about it once already. I prepared a little folder of pictures so I could more quickly make my point that I want to make for any randoms that just showed up here wondering what the fuck just happened yesterday. With literally CT. Now, did you guys see that shit? We talk about no such things as coincidence in a mathematically precise universe. Could you imagine, after all that we've told you about fucking CT, that we literally get into a fucking Twitter war with a guy who happens to be called CT? It couldn't be fucking funnier. Representative of the entire fraud of what is in this marketplace. Right? As always, we'll always say, don't write checks that your ass can't cash. Like, oh my god, this took this guy like 2 seconds to fuck up this engagement farm. Pretty funny. But he puts this fucking challenge out to pay a Bitcoin to anybody who can bring him someone that's more accurate than he is in the last year. And he'll pay the person who is that accurate a Bitcoin. And he's going to pay the person who found him a Bitcoin. You owe Mr. Watch My Step a Bitcoin right now. And so this guy does the I can't see anything. I did. There's nothing that shows any proof. One thing I'll tell you is that like this is 95% likely a Caucasian male. The only people who believe that they can ignore fucking factual evidence that sits in broad daylight unless they give it the official word to say, okay, we have now validated you have oil, and if we'll let you pump it if you share it with us. You know that kind of colonizer type mentality where they just lie and act like unless they admit it, it doesn't exist, like they're fucking 6 years old. Yeah, that doesn't work here. So he ran around fucking trying to fucking save himself with this yesterday. It was only the funniest thing in the world because what's funny about these guys is he doesn't realize that all the years down the line, he's talking to the originator of what he's trying to be. That is the most hilarious part of all of this, that they have no fucking idea. Wow, one sec. For anybody that's totally new, where did it go? There is only one godfather of charting in cryptocurrency. There can only be one. So when you end up actually arguing with that guy, right, and
So
don't know it,
where I could get the best information about charts and how to trade with charts. And the answer was absolutely unanimous. Everybody said, get Kazanomics on the show. So I get Kazanomics on the show. This guy is not your normal chartist, as you guys can see.
Understand, motherfucker. Every one of you in CT, if you don't get it, bitch, I am the triple OG. I am the only one. You can suck my dick. Only. It's not sort of known, it's globally known. Fuck you. I have a unique position in this game you can never have. I don't give a fuck what lies you sell yourself, bitch. You can never have. That's bitch putting on levels. But the fact that his initials are actually CT is so great, right? He represents the whole body of these fake fucking pieces of shit. And that little tweet about, oh, you're on YouTube, you can be found. Bitch, I'm in Queens, New York. You want to show the fuck up? Be my fucking guest. I'll buy your plane ticket, motherfucker. I'm not an internet personality, nigga. I'm a real one. Let me know. I'm always here. Anyhow, these bitches, you already wrote a check that you're asking cash online. You don't want to find out what happens in fucking person, pussy. Too funny. Anyways, but they're the same thing. And this is what's misleading people. These guys have tons of engagements, You look at this guy like here, look, he's got fucking people who fucking don't know what he is. Just like Kobe, right? They're all the same fucking guy. They're all wannabe versions of this, When you come to crypto, there's only pump crews in the market. There's only guys like misleading people who are deliberately fucking planning to fucking mislead you into coins. Now they've got positions where they can take like significant payrolls to send you into fucking dumpster fires. But understand, they're all the same dude. This kind of gets you like back to the point of this FUD folder, and this is the early days of crypto when I showed up. This is Kobe here trying to get lessons when he realized he could actually time markets after he had attacked me that you couldn't. Right? This is where your big influencer Kobe from Up Only fucking has no idea what's going on. And if you don't know, that's my OG avatar. I was Morpheus at one point. Yeah, you have to fucking, if you've been in my room, come on, it's like getting pulled out of the Matrix. So that joke was like a fucking thing in 2014. But AABTC, who is actually Cobain's mentor, right? This is these guys trolling me about fractals and shit like that. That shit's not possible. This is May 2014. They have no fucking idea. This is Romano that who's literally trolling me in this screen right here. I want to show you how fucking like two-faced these people are. Trolling me with RTA and like you guys are whatever the fuck you're doing, like fake fucking sorcery shit. Understand today everybody's a technician. But this is 2014. Then this is me actually helping him learn how to use TradingView. He's trolling me here, and then I'm training him here. They're all the same fucking pieces of shit, They're all trolling me here. He even goes back after I'm training him and he gets his play to work out. He goes back to trolling me with these guys. They're all scumbags. They all had no idea what the fuck they were doing, This is them making fun of shit. Moon dick, fucking stupid shapes. What this guy telling me, I don't close the door completely TA. You don't TA penny stocks. That's why they said you couldn't TA crypto, because crypto was technically penny stocks. This is the prevailing wisdom of 2014 of everybody in the market. So when you have this cocksucker CT arguing with me today, he has no fucking idea who he's talking to. Right? This is when I show people the fractal nature of markets, and behaviors are repetitive, right? And if you read the stuff that's on these posts, human behavior is fractal in markets. It doesn't matter the asset class or the time frame. All assets, same humans. And then you see these guys slowly, like, trolling the shit out of me. Don't TA altcoins. This is how it started. This is what started people attacking me, was him writing this. Because it made it look like I was a fucking scammer coming to lie to people about some magical shit you couldn't do because they were pumping coins. And this forever started the attack on my brand for my fucking 3 months in the market from November. This was like 4 months. This was non-stop attacks after this. But I showed these fucking cocksuckers, right? 2016, 2018, we repeated this and repeated this and repeated this. And then you got guys like this German fucking racist piece of shit. Fuck TA doesn't matter. He's attacking me about it in 2016. This is like showing you what your marketplace is full of. Get a life, right? Don't fuck with that infinite Twitter blah 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 fractal shit. It's all nonsense. But if you wait for it, all of a sudden he becomes the guy who's known for fractals. Look at it. But the whole of crypto Twitter tries to hijack it and give him credit for introducing it to the market, when he's clearly telling me to go fuck myself with it like years prior, right? Love your fractals. This has been a very, very dedicated campaign to stealing something that none of these motherfuckers ever understood. And when you're brown, you have to keep records, because if you let Whitey tell history, he'll fucking write it the way he looks like he fucking want it, because that's what the position he's in. It is racist. It is 100% racist when you watch them ignore what's like documented and try to like pretend it's not there and literally try to steal the brand that was originated by me and only me in crypto. Oh, these are people that lost their life savings from these people. This is the reason I'm still out here. This guy, like, from basically what's going on in fucking in crypto, following other people. This is the kind of destruction they really cause. You never see these people again. This guy's not going to be back in crypto Twitter. He's emotionally and financially fucking destroyed. He just doesn't come back. And this is the thing. Their big follower counts, it's not like all of them are still there. A whole bunch of them are these people from the previous cycles, and then the bias that people have about how many people follow you equaling how fucking trustworthy you are lures in the next set in the next cycle, and they keep building and building. So once they survive a few cycles, no one knows what level of destruction these people are causing to people. They're causing real damage. Like, it's not just online fucking games. They destroy real people's families completely. It's fucking crazy, and no one really keeps record of it. I do. And that's why it's important to get rid of my account, because I expose exactly what these people are about. See another one right here. This is the early days. This is showing them what fucking behavior in markets was. This is the first time these guys saw the fractal of fucking black coin on the Nikkei and the NASDAQ. No one had ever seen shit like this before. Oh, that's a great one. Sorry. I got some more stuff up here. It's pretty good. Cobain, right? This is the real context of it. I'm using the same rules in all markets. Should prove fractal structure to be true. And this is kind of like a running experiment. I'm actually testing a logic that I'm developing across like the last couple years before I show up publicly on Twitter. And like I've like seen this because from college, the first time I ever found a fractal was discovering the Nikkei on the NASDAQ and on the Taiwan TAIEX, and they were offset. Taiwan was 4 months in front of the United States, and the Nikkei was 11 and a half years in front of the NASDAQ. And I had no idea why that was fucking true, but I used it to trade the summer of 2000 and fucking destroyed it. It was like I was like just betting on the structure of what I saw, and then I was short for 9/11. That's how I got my first job. So this was like something I've been looking at. I'm like, I didn't really exactly at this time have the full conviction of why it was what it was, but I was definitely a lot more aware of it in marketplace. So I was just testing logic and systems, And so these guys watched what I did. Now I want to show you the evolution. Like, this is something that's to have it all in video, right? So I think they're out of order. But you want to see how these guys talk when I first meet them versus how they talk later. Right. If you can't tell, this is 2017. Emotionally equal, predictable behavior represented in charts, going together with the majority of trade volumes and bots, These guys are starting to talk about emotions and bias. So this is in 2015. I'm biased towards Horizon, right? This is the way they speak. I'm biased towards Slack. But you get to fucking 2018 and 17, people repeat behavior, and you can just start to watch their fucking language change, right? Here are the homies who can't get past their own emotionally charged bias when trading. This is one guy called PizPie. And then this is Kobe, right? Same thing. We go back and look at him in 2015. How does he speak, right? This is when they don't know what they're doing. That intuitive Cobain bias, right? I have some kind of bias. Very egotistical, very tilted fucking behaviors. I want to make sure this is fucking really clear in one place, right? And as they keep watching me, bias equals not smart. I'm literally telling you over and over, having a fucking bias deletes information. It's fucking dangerous. So I'm publicly telling these cocksuckers what they're doing, right? They're 2018, fast forward, 2017. There's no volume, up or down. I have no bias. See what I'm saying? You can literally watch this. The entire market, and this is your biggest influencer. Look at it. Does that look not crazy? You can literally watch them change the way they speak in 2015, right? They all speak like this. To fucking like all of a sudden magically, I have no bias. It's the craziest shit you'll ever see. Yeah, these people can't lie. I kept it all. This cocksucker was making stupid shapes. Sorry for all that fractal bashing. You couldn't say it publicly though, right? Because you're all full of shit. When I mean they're all full of shit, I mean 100% of what you call crypto influencers are fucking all of this. And this is your OGs. The ones that came after them aren't better. It's the same fucking guy. Pretty crazy, right? You can lie all you want, but we keep records, motherfuckers. We know, and people know. So that's on the record, you know. It needs to be on the record. These guys went as far as smearing me, you know, trying to have my kid abducted and whatever they could to silence me in order to steal this brand. And it's not stopped till this day. And the real reality is they don't know what they're doing, and the damage they cause is fucking massive destruction to people's lives. You know, it's just a nonstop, like, load of bullshit. And if you don't think it's driven by racism, it is. Because for me calling what it was, teaching people about not, you know, removing bias, looking at price objectively, these guys went after my fucking son and tried to market my son for fucking abduction. And then tried to rip off fucking my room while fucking doing it and laughing about it happening to me. This is how vile crypto Twitter actually is. This is 2015. They're like looking at what I do as some kind of a scam. Okay, he's not a scam, but we're going to replicate it. Let's get rid of him. And they go on a non-stop campaign to try and fucking move my brand out of the marketplace. This is the information you need to have to look at what all these influencers actually are. So I'm going to put it all in one place so you can really fucking get the vibe of it. One more fucking thing to add to this, so it's all in one place. One thing you gotta understand with these plebs, right? Remember, when we do the awareness campaign of BTC, it's because nobody in the market has any idea it's the bottom of Bitcoin in 2015. Right, this is 2015 where they're trolling me and they're all talking about I got that bias. Yeah, this is that bias, that intuitive Cobain bias. This is Cobain at the very bottom of 2015. I haven't even looked at a chart since then. I don't have any Bitcoin. That's Captain Smarty Pants. And then I do cash cycle when the entire market is tilted. That is where your bottom of Bitcoin comes from. And I do the same thing in fucking BCH when it comes into the marketplace and fucking we hit it and fucking send it nuclear and then we do a show about it. See those two charts looking identical? Wait for it. I just want to make sure you fucking really get it. We do cash cycle 1 when Cobain and the whole planet thinks Bitcoin's not worth shit anymore. We do cash cycle 1 there. And that is forever the lowest point Bitcoin will ever be forevermore in fucking history. And in 2017, we did the exact same thing in the exact same place of BCH. That's not Bitcoin on the right, that's the fork. Fucking a few years later, 2017, almost on the same day, and that motherfucker goes flying. We are the original pumpers of Bitcoin. We are the bottom of Bitcoin. We are TA in your market. There isn't another version of us. I don't give a fuck what you ignore, you fucking cocksuckers. Only one, bitch. Often imitated, never duplicated. And I can talk like that and still be the most accurate motherfucker you've ever seen. There's how far that motherfucker went. That's BCH on the right. The OG fucking move of 2017. Documented forevermore, right? Forevermore. And we put the whole history of it on there. Right. There's Kobe fucking 2015, September. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. There's us, the awareness campaign of Bitcoin, the monstrous fucking arc that comes out of that. And there's us warning you at the very top on the day you should get out of the fucking way while these idiots pointed you at fucking Armageddon. And we gave you clear instructions of what the fuck was next. There isn't anybody else that actually fucking protects retail in crypto. Period. These people feed you into the fucking fire. This is documented, timestamp. Fucking shove it up your fucking pussy. Fucking read it. I don't give a fuck if you don't. Fuck you. You can't delete it, bitch. There is only one. Fucking read it, you fucking ignoramus. All the CT can suck my fucking dick. This is what CT was when we posted fucking LTC Winter. When we warned you at the dead top, they literally fed armies of people through fucking other versions of themselves, fucking aimed everybody at the fucking top, and we were the only thing counter. Just like Kobe at the bottom in 15. We were the only thing going long. You can lie as much as you want. No one's as accurate as this. Period. We own the highs and lows of cycles in many asset classes you would never touch in your fucking life 10 lifetimes over. Is that enough bitch pudding? I think that's enough bitch pudding. Hot and fresh in the morning for you motherfuckers. You can get a taste. And all the way down in 2018, we warned you as they fed you, kept feeding you into the fire. And they deleted my account over here. This is why all these cocksuckers today don't know who I am, while they're arguing with me pretending to be me. We came back with a different account and warned you where the bottom would be and told you where that was any fucking way. And we warned you the whole way down not to listen to these people. Only a matter of time before you start seeing stories like fucking this, you just stop psychology damage and you can take hodling and end. You saw this in the internet bubble, right? Hodling into the end of a fucking crash is gonna murder you. The depression phase will kill you. We're totally warning people for the entire fucking year not to fucking do the alter back thing. And they fucking knocked my account out trying to steal my fucking brand and system, and we still warned you with a different account. They can lie as much as they fucking want. You can never steal it. And this is the big fucking story. I'm gonna show you all of them. This is, so Kobe's down there, retarded. We make this, and this is what the original show was called. Bringing awareness to both Main Street and Wall Street. This was a deliberate campaign to get the eyes of Wall Street and Main Street and mainstream fucking crypto. We were doing shows in real estate. We were presenting this thing on the ground. We were doing it on the internet. We got fucking billion-dollar funds to watch this show, and this bottomed Bitcoin. No bullshit. This is the original post back in fucking in December, letting you know what the fuck this was all about. Bitcoin and blockchain are an absolute game changer. Not like the internet or smartphones in their time. There is still so much the general public and Wall Street do not know about this technology and its future potential that the onus is on us and crypto the community to get the message out. Fear is always a hurdle to overcome when embracing new innovations. However, education is the greatest weapon we have in the fight. When moms and dads around the world understand this tech, the way we in crypto community do Bitcoin and blockchain will become the future of money, information management, and the primary mechanism to transfer value the world over. But it's not going to get there by itself. This was what crypto should have been about, right? Bringing education to people, bringing utility to people, not pumps and dumps and robbing people. This has always been our fucking brand. We don't trade against the fucking crowd. We don't set you up to be on the side of our shit. We just tell you solid analysis from our viewpoint, the way we see it. If you're interested, welcome to follow this. If you're not, fuck off. This is our appearance in CNBC. And this is us telling you in this bull flag. You guys understand the structure of a bull flag, right? Bull flag. That's where I appeared on CNBC. Talk about perfect spot. And I gave you guys this best chart I had on it. Violate the downtrend trajectory of the decline in this range. Structure out closer to that green box I put under 49.70, we may stage for another rally to break highs. If we can break highs and that volume climax, there's a good chance this thing absolutely moons through 5K. That's the moon. And then I showed up with LTC Winter and said, watch the fuck out. And on April Fool's Day, I introduced video fucking market calls, which TradingView promptly copied. This is the first one. A guy in a live music video telling you, catch the knife right here at 666, which was a perfect bounce. And then the gold fractal from my second account, because they wiped out my first account, and perfectly timed to tell you exactly where the bottom on Lucky 13 was. You will never duplicate this, and you'll never match this accuracy, and you can never ignore this. Checkmate. Now pay me my Bitcoin, you fucking cocksucker. We've been that active before when you were in diapers. I hate being that fucking old guy, but I am that old guy. And I have been more active than you since you're in diapers. It's not up for debate. Armed with information, the smart ones will have a rebellion. You know, did we make the point? Do you get the message? They're all frauds. And we kept a fucking FUD folder because Whitey has a history of altering history to make sure he doesn't look like the colonizing, lying piece of shit he is when he steals people's stuff and sticks his name on their homework and tries to turn it in. You can never jump in front of what's in my FUD folder. So fun. I think I should turn some of those into NFTs so they hang around their neck forever. Don't you think? Some of those comics that document the real history of CT, those should actually be NFTs. What do you think? Too funny. So, yeah, I might be an asshole, but I'm an accurate asshole, and I'm still the OG, and it's still true, and you can hate me, and it's still true. Nothing changes about that. So either you fucking obsessed with me or you fucking like money, motherfucker. Remember, small minds talk about people, great minds talk about ideas. Which one are you? You worried about my mask? You worried about my attitude? You're gonna be homeless, bitch. I hope that point's made. I lost 5 viewers on that. It is what it is. I'll never be different. But that's where you guys have actually some confidence in what you do is, right? I don't take bribes from people. I just figure out what the fuck I see. Like, that looks like a fucking, you know, that looks like a duck. It walks like a duck. It talks like a duck. It's a pleb. You know, that's what you come here for. We don't have sponsored to tell you nonsense. So, anyway, tattooed to their assholes. Shout out to everybody through some bits. Winter Trader, Kenichi, Abra. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody that supports the show. This is a viewer-supported show. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you want to join our in-house Discord room, you guys can jump in there. We're, you know, trying to teach people how to actually make your choices without having to listen to an asshole like me. You can go in the market and fucking think about how up and down works structurally, mechanically, and apply a non-emotional, you know, approach to participating in it without having to hear what the fuck I think. That's ultimately what you want, right? You don't want to be fucking like stuck to anybody, fucking telling you which way up or down is and have your life tied to that. You don't want to fucking sit there holding something because a guy said and not have to be able to stop out and define risk. I mean, that's not trading, you know? Anybody who's complaining that, you know, everybody's going to get stuff wrong, but at the end of the day, like, right, you should have some mechanics to where you define out and wrong for yourself, right? No one should be telling you your positions. That's super fucking ridiculous. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't tell you buy this or sell that. I give you, you know, objective information that allows a clear mind to act on what they see with a plan that has a good likelihood of success if, you know, what we say unfolds. At the end of the day, you're going to have to learn how to make choices with information added to your perspective, not fucking just lean on somebody to make the trade for you. That's a super dangerous position to end up in. And that's what the bulk of the people who come into the market, you know, I can understand no one really knows what they're doing in capital markets. When you guys see what we have to teach you in acolytes to trade, the people are very, very undereducated to be anywhere near something like what, you know, in the same place at Goldman Sachs with a fucking algorithm called Sonar Dark that's meant to stalk positions in dark pools and trade against fucking retail. And then you got somebody who's like, what's a fucking candlestick, is in the same marketplace as that system. That's really fucking unfair. And that person does need their hand held and they don't know better yet. And it's not really, you know, yes, ignorance is no excuse. But at the end of the day, if we're decent fucking humans, you can give a person a fucking direction to help them get going, to at least fucking learn to help themselves. I don't think that's fucking very wrong, right? When someone's a new car driver, you don't just run them off the fucking road. You know, you do your best to fucking help. You know, if you're a decent citizen, you don't fucking like kill your neighbor. So I don't know why this is such a fucking stretch in capital markets, but in any system that somebody's a new guy, you kind of help them get going in real estate industry, you kind of help them get going in mortgages, you kind of help get them going and fucking like, you know, this computer company, whatever you do. I think if everyone was decent by their own, like, you know, definitions of decency, shit wouldn't remotely look like this. The fact is, no one fucking adheres to even their own standards. And so you get this fucking like despicable fucking animal farm we're in. Anyways, that's enough of that rant, right? You guys want some market stuff? Let's see if I don't run out of time fucking running my mouth. Anyways, so that bitch pudding is served fucking as hot and fresh as it's gonna get. So Izzy says, heads up on CPI is this Thursday, in addition to today, Fed speaker and Jay Powell speaking tomorrow. Okay, so good to know. There's no real major fucking red anons and stuff like that. So with that being said, let me take a look and see if anybody got me a war story so I can get on to some market things for you guys that you came here for. But got to give these people the information so they can rebel against these fucking frauds, you know? All right, seventh war story. Who's this? This is dope, my painting. Up or down, who cares? Been trading very little as I haven't seen obvious trading setups for me. Still trading only cryptos as I am a lazy motherfucker to learn to use IBKR. That's never good. Keep up with the shows and chat, trying to be level-headed as it's been boring looking at charts once a day. Had a great 20R play in October on Doge. After that, took 1 hour loss and decided not to trade chop as I wanted to keep stupid simple and clear for my novice trading eye. I want to share this trade as I'm so glad I was able to be patient to wait for the trend and setup as clear as this. Little Easter egg from Twitter didn't hurt. Take profits 4R, 8R, 10R for a 7R profit. All right, that's well documented. Not sure who this actually is, but let's see. ETH perp, okay, nice pump. So nice rotation on that, and yeah, we've been looking at that bull flag kind of form out. You guys are definitely paying attention. For a person that's not trading for as long as you said, that you're paying attention to ETH and that res is stunning. Like you guys that are crypto guys are some serious crackheads, but well played. You guys do realize that that painting is what I ultimately then digitally edited to create the backdrop of our last show. Never mind. All right, let's see. So that was our only war story for today. So Forex Factory today, nothing really crazy there. Izzy put the, let's see, for the whole week, anything crazy? What is this? Is this last week? No, this is right here. Okay. Red stuff. So Powell tomorrow, 9 a.m. So he's opening his mouth before market. So definitely pay attention to that with nothing else crazy there. And then CPI on Wednesday. So these two things pre-market, before I see you again, these two things will be your most jarring events that happen. And consumer sentiment on Friday, obviously, we care about. But these two things more so coming up front. So as always, appreciate you putting that intel up for everybody. Anybody in earnings we care about? Still no major earnings right now. Don't give a shit about that. Perfect. All right. Got that. Let me see if we get to some of your symbols, because I know you guys put a lot. Can you check XMR? All right, you guys put a lot of symbols. I didn't see anybody speaking for today. Let me see. I have a Forex Factory page up. Member. No. That's nobody from USA that I see speaking. Well, I don't have anybody in this announcement board. All right. Todd's funny. Where'd I put it? All right, Nike. Oh, did you guys see this? Fucking, this was badass. So, let me get past this nonsense. Where'd I put it? Damn it. You guys see this now? Twitter incorporated charting. I guess it'll click right through the trading for you now. When you type a symbol up here, you get a chart like right away from Twitter. Pretty cool. And I don't know, I guess Robinhood has a deal too. If you guys pay attention to this one, where is it? Where's the latest one? Did I put up a Nike one today? I swear to God I did. Tell me I didn't hashtag it to Nike. Oh, there it is. I was like, what the fuck? You guys check this out. So we put this up here in August. And when people talk about timing, right? 938 days, timing basically location to where the rotation should come from to October, mid-October. And I told you, this is the resolution you got to look at Nike, right? These are very large resolution, right? When you look at it like this, like we're not really in a correction. Just like we showed the Dow Jones, that little blip on the end of that logarithmic chart is what you're in. And you look at like Nike, this looks crazy, right? To see him do this. But this is about as well timed. This is public for all the Trolex that didn't want to look at it because they hate my guts. Too funny, right? It's about as good as it gets. August 11th to your projection date. Dead in the bull flag to lead you out of the base in the rotation on October 17th. Pretty perfect. He even flagged, if you look at it, he pumped on earnings and corrected in the bull flag range of our sphere. He just didn't go the entire duration of it. But he arced right through it, just like you get from this structure here. And we gave you a trigger level too, across here, this blue level, when he rotated off of it. So hopefully I saw some of you guys made a play out of that. I didn't play it. I wish I did. I wasn't paying attention when he got there. In my world, I pay attention to too many things. I have too many good plays to play. But this is a beast if anybody took it. So if you hit it, congrats. But this is a guy definitely for a long term to pay attention to. Like, you know, Clonex would give a timetable. That we think the digital marketplace will be something you give a shit about, like out that ways. But for right now, you know, he's still one of the biggest brands on the planet. You can't ignore that guy when he's got such a clean mechanical structure repeatedly, right? Literally perfect 938, 917, 938 was likely the fucking good estimate for him. Looking at these guys and averaging, I was like, I thought 938 was good again. So, you know, yeah, I don't put anything out publicly that has any timing. Can't find a fucking trace of it on my walls, you know. Sure. Whatever. Alright. Let's do warp speed. Mr. Sulu. SPY. 30-minute. List is huge. 19 tickers. Alright, I'm gonna haul ass. So here's where we are right now. We want to pay attention to this. This still, again, you know, as far as like risk, stocks go over here, look at this. SPX 500, right? This is the S&P 500 right now. We'll zoom out a little bit. This one is the CFD, and so we actually shown you in the CFD, right? We're watching this on Big Raz. Last time we drew this up. This is actually the chart with the murders. Remember? Sorry, I think this is the chart with the murders on it. If I look back at where I circled these. Yeah, these are the murders, the high mass shootings. This was that chart. So anyways, I brought this up not for that reason though. So CAC 40, right? This is where the real strength is though. As much as you're looking for a rotation in U.S. assets, like I told you, a lot of people have eyes off of Europe. Europe has Putin fucking risk. And who in the hell gives a shit about fucking France? You know, nobody's watching this. Look at these things, right? These are your real strong guys. When you look at them structurally, they look a lot better. I told a lot of you guys who, you know, we have a lot of acolytes who are on the other side of the water. But definitely don't miss the opportunity in your own market. You know, a lot of people become really centric to U.S. stocks. But yeah, I asked guys this morning, name 3 fucking French stocks. And people are like, I have no fucking idea. But these markets are absolutely moving. And, you know, moving on top of it with a strong fucking euro. That's like the best of all possible worlds, you know. To have like your currency strong with your market outperforming us, that's pretty nuts. Check out that fucking projection we gave you, right? Perfect rotation and a wave projection off of hitting the contact high of this box range, and then adjusting the angle. That's how people get fucked when they're focused on the wrong resolution. Price rotates time frames into another time frame and then goes again. And so you have to think about how price evolves, right? This is one trend in one resolution, and then price evolves across, you know, time, and then turns into another resolution. So this is like, you know, a little forecast method. It's pretty cool. You're always looking for a good volume zone to kind of figure out where the trend trajectory will rotate to. And price slowly rotates across time. He'll eventually check this angle sometime in the future, you know. I drew that terribly. Yeah, sometime in the future. Stop it. He'll eventually do a bigger rotation, and that will put him into his larger span of time. If he's going to maintain this uptrend, you know, when people catch on to this resolution of time, he'll correct again and he'll fuck them up, or he'll just violate and come all the way down. So if you guys play this, I saw a lot of people hit the euro trade on that. So good stuff. Let's see. So DIA. So going back to that though, watching this, right? So we said, like I said, European markets look really good, while fucking the Dow is struggling to make it out of the top of here. The DAX and Germany are already at the highs of this fucking rotation right now. So we want to see if we get some strength through here. We have some good gap areas that we watch and some low resolutions, right? Like I said, if you're following this, you always map your upward trend trajectory of your low resolution trend. That's what you'd have to play. But ultimately, best of breed dictates you should probably be in European markets before you were in American. We showed you some guys in industrials. It's like industrials don't look anything like fucking tech. So dudes like this, like, are structuring out like really crazy at the highs. Northrop Grumman, all the defense guys, well, they stalled a little bit. GD. Some of these dudes have looked absolutely crazy, while fucking the tech stuff looks like a whole different, a whole different planet is going on in fucking tech. VIX things, paying attention to him right now. So we had this violation of monolith kill level 21 sitting on that. We've bounced a little bit, so we held 21. It's like the craziest fucking level. And we watched to make sure this guy doesn't fully rotate. So he's still just within the span of like a small downward trend, but he needs to get through 21 to give the US some fucking upside. And the DXY, while we're looking at him, amazingly is weak, while fucking somehow like the US markets aren't showing any signs of strength. It's all Europe. So usually that doesn't sustain too much. Having a weak home currency it kind of puts a tailwind between the repricing of a risk asset in terms of a weakening currency. So you tend to want to see a currency be weak and capital flow away from the currency to risk assets, then fucking the currency be strong and capital flow away from it. That is like the sign of a deflation, like deflation in the system. So generally seeing a strong dollar is a negative on risk assets. So right now to see this is a bit of a different, a breakdown in that kind of correlation that normally happens. So we'll see how long this sustains. All right, so that being said, so I just did that, VIX, DXY, crypto things, people hitting crypto things. So look at this one here, and we said, like you said, you're keeping range. If you like, keep it within perspectives. Let me get this out of my way, right? That was the adjustment angle in case you rotate. So remember I showed you could rotate down. This is when we made this projection, and then possibly hold an angle. I missed a projection on it. You've come up a little bit off of it. But like I said, the zones you care about is that he doesn't go into Troll X zone and create a flag in that zone. So he's kind of still really in the middle. And if you really look, he's actually right back in the middle of this shit. The expanding formation we told you to watch out for and look for an exit range like so. So he came out the bottom and he just did a thrust down. Didn't really make it. He's back in technically the same box range. It's kind of like a no man's land if you're at any higher resolutions. If you look at this right here, right, this is kind of the structure of what we have, right? A fractal of this low, flag, and possible rotation. We said this could be a big version, making this the whole thing the low. And our trigger is probably going to be getting on top of this zone, pumping with this outside the angle, and then a fucking staged flag here would be really good in this emotional zone, and an exit from here means markets would likely be flying before you see ETH at 1900. So it'd be pretty bullish by the time it gets up there. So we keep eyes on it. Again, you're really just in the heart of a place that we spent a few months like watching and waiting and seeing to see if you get out of. So keep context on this, right? Zoom out a little bit. Like it's really just back in a chop area. So it's pretty dangerous if you don't have something from underneath it. BTC is not really your best of breed. He's really weak and lagging this. He has structurally looks like it. But like, XMR, BTC, some of these guys have been like way stronger. We told you to keep eyes on this. XMR, BTC, what the fuck index? Pawnex. Right, this is one is inside your OnlyFans. I gave you guys this one to pay attention to. So while you guys should pay attention to this guy, he's been kind of slow and steady as he exited this dude. Really good swing level. And as long as this guy's going like XMR, I think, XMR doesn't generally perform that well when crypto markets are risk on. He's kind of a risk off hiding place when there's perceived risk in the system. Like you have stable coins, but stable coins have like elevated risk. And then you have exchange risk. And really the only hiding place for really mega wealth that's been in crypto, like OG wealth, that's not stable coins or anything else, is XMR. And so you tend to see XMR catch a dislocation from other crypto assets when there's perceived risk in crypto. So it's interesting to see how you can still maintain this, because ultimately coin tells you there's elevated risk still in fucking crypto, regardless of the bounce that you're seeing now. So XMR is still maintaining his movement. So I definitely keep eyes on that. And Polo, looking at well, this is where my charts are for stuff. Well, this is not this one. LTC, BTC, Polo. Right, or LTC BTC ratio too is interesting, right? He tells you there's risk-seeking behavior in crypto, while XMR is telling you there's kind of risk-off hiding behavior. But that's because there's a rotation in risk with stable coins and exchanges. And that's like very different to see these guys together moving. It kind of tells you that I think there's definitely some majorly bad regulations coming for exchanges and for Coinbase to bear the brunt of as a public company. So all right, that being said, I think that gives you guys a pretty good breakdown of where we are with stuff in crypto. Watching. Did I not have a chart up? My bad. Shoot. I didn't have that chart up. I'll get it back. LTC, BTC, my bad. So yeah, this guy tells you that there's a seeking behavior here and an XMR BTC, which I had over here. If I didn't have that up in front of you. Right, this guy's from OnlyFans. So, and we covered it in the show a bunch. So him pumping with him pumping, two different guys. XMR is kind of like a hiding place. LTC is kind of like risk-seeking behavior for like second class or lower class shitcoins. And you're seeing them both show strength. And crypto is showing relative strength really well to the fucking, to the stock market. So it's pretty amazing to see these guys still going together. And I think it's kind of indicative of that there's still elevated risk in exchange land and likely really brutal regulations coming to fucking really, curb United States ability to participate in crypto. Something that probably is a fractal of, pattern day trader law. It's going to make it really hard for if crypto reflates again for the U.S. citizen to participate like his European counterpart or anybody else in Asia. So I think that's what you're kind of seeing reflected by that. All right, so that was really, really long-winded. Fuck. Hold on a sec. Wake up, wake up. You guys get all that? All right, so my bad. My fucking monitor went out, so that's why I didn't see your message. All right. I'm going to do as fast as I can what I got. Riot. Not on this chart. Riot. So we've talked about Riot before. He's in a major crash cycle. These guys I don't think are worth bottom fishing, to be honest. You wouldn't care about this guy until he recovered like the last high that put in the last low. From here, we said if he came out of this, he'd be dead. We marked this shockwave, just like we marked on Mara. They were all in kind of the same critical spot at the same fucking time. Is it not on? Motherfucker. Really? Riot. I fucking did it. It's on. Jesus Christ. I know this button's fucking freaked out. I don't see it not switching. Okay. Alright, so Riot, like we said down here, breakdown from this like large resolution structure was going to be death when it happened, when it broke here. We showed you this, that it correlated with Mara. Jesus. Mara, MicroStrategy. Right, we showed you all of them at once. We're in danger. So the one thing about MicroStrategy, he's an interesting zone. We also pointed out down here, which is pretty much like, the major volume of MicroStrategy. So is this fucking enough for a strategy to find a bottom? And does Michael Sarah really survive? I think him and fucking honestly, him and Kathy Woods have to get taken out of the market. These are just bad actors in the market. But it is worth paying attention to the structure and trajectory of where MicroStrategy's at. But from here, we told you him, Riot, Mara, we're all fucking likely, dead. And Coinbase obviously mirrored the structure. So it's worth paying attention to all of them where we are now. Paying attention to Coinbase's trajectory there. If he's not going to ultimately get wrecked, if he swings back to this purple level, worth paying attention to. Sorry, gotta go faster here. Mag, what is this? This is a, where the fuck is the symbol information? What the fuck's the information on this stupid thing? What did I click that I don't have the stock? What the hell the stock is? Ah, jeez. What did I touch over here that got rid of that? Is this fucking right? Oh, what the fuck? Ah, Jesus. All right, man. Got it, sorry. That is a non-energy minerals, precious metals company. So, gold has been very, very strong in basic materials. If you guys have been paying attention to that, GLD, somebody had asked about it. We actually talked about it here to pay attention to him in this low box range, and you would get a rotation, paying attention to this angle. You rotate it, and he came up pretty fucking hard, both him and silver. So you've got a lot of precious metal names that look pretty good. Mag is following that. So if you can still see fucking upside pressure in precious metals, because the U.S. is not the best of breed, and it is definitely strength in in precious metals against fucking risk assets. Structurally, that doesn't look fucking horrible to pay attention to, and he's gapping this morning. Doge USD. Pretty sure I got a Doge chart over here. Doge. Okay, so Doge things. We haven't pulled him up in a while. Let's see where he's at. Well, is he? No, he didn't violate anything. So that was a low. Jesus Christ, it's so tiny I can't see shit. Move. Okay, so that is the angle of rotation. So he has pretty much since there broken his angle in July, and it's like a one big pulse out. And I think if you wanted to kind of focus on this guy, like you're looking for him to complete this rotation, right? But you've got like a pretty decent flag to pick. This I just can't do that right now. Fucking touchpad shit. I'm going faster. All right, so I think he kind of like watching that to see if he comes up, but the trigger's still this stuff. See where I put these guys? This level is still the fucking money trigger for him to come back out of. So he rotates back out of there and structures out on top of it. Like, gives you a structure like somewhere in here. Where the fuck? Oh. That would be like what you want to see for him to fucking have a chance to rotate out if there's a real fucking crypto rip. You'd want to see something like that. So, worth paying attention to. He is in this little volume pocket right here. So that's what's supporting this. That's where this range comes from if you pull this back, right? So that's what he's landed in. That's really his last fucking anything to support him from going back to the fucking the netherworld. So worth keeping an eye on also. A couple things do look pretty interesting to look at. Doge, JPY USD. Nobody ever quotes it like that, but I like your enthusiasm. JPY USD. We'll just call him USD JPY because I got TA for that bitch other ways. So let's look at that guy this way. So watching this right now, if the dollar can get some strength back on JPY, we drew this range last time, watching this angle to see if he can rotate. This is your key spot to pay attention to see if you get, this sort of deal off of him too, from where he's at right now. There's other guys that might look even better, because USD is not the best of breed right now. And so there's like bull flags and, better bullish structures on a whole lot of other guys also. All right, so, all right. SFR. Australia. 928. I'm gonna fucking take it to the wire because shit's happening. SFR. Did I ever do this before? SFR. No, I never did it. Okay. And this guy's a what? Other minerals. So basics do look strong. Speaking of basically strong, like Eura, some of these guys are starting to look a little better. Damn it, not have it on there. Right, these guys are trying to catch some strength. It might be worth fucking paying attention to, but there's a whole lot of basic materials that are starting to catch strength. We're showing you timing for this angle that actually happened. This projection wave actually happened exactly like we drew it in CCJ. So there's a whole lot of precious metals, non-precious metals, fucking like uranium, a whole bunch of stuff is starting to look like better in basics. Where'd your stock go? There it is, SFR. So kind of like in something like this, right? I think this is like a dangerous thing to play. Like this is the range of your bull flag right here, right? This high to this low, and you're pretty much just dicking off with like two B's blowing out the sides of it. This is kind of dangerous. This is fuck move. It's like big danger to just be inside of this. And then you can see this whole zone of shit. This, unless you're in a bigger res, this is a great place to get fucking your account incinerated if you trade it. You kind of want this guy just to fuck out of here, and on some bigger resolution, like, him doing something that like makes him more meaningful across a bigger span of time. But outside of here is where you probably care. Again, this is probably not your best one to look at. On low resolutions, I think there's a trade available, but if you're not in it already, he's in a place that could become real dangerous if he doesn't just break out of the top of this low range right here. So you probably pay attention across that if you're going to trade inside the box. It's 9:30, guys. Market's open. I gotta let you go. So sorry about it being running so late. Definitely have to get some context on info that keeps getting distorted. I hope you understand. It's a very concerted effort to try and wipe my brand out and steal what they never knew existed until I showed it. And if I don't correct history, no one else will. So I do have to take my time to do that. Anyways, you guys be safe out there. Hope we gave you some good intel to get your week started right. Catch you on the flip. Peace out. That was a lot.
Welcome to Winternomics TV.
Fucking cut me off like a motherfucker.
We'll begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, Welcome